Spoken Realm Studios presents Entropy by Gerald M. Kilby. Narrated by Stephen J. Cohen. 1. Enceladus. Flight Officer Miranda Lee sat alone in the observation deck on board the scientific survey vessel Hermes, considering the incoming message alert blinking on her slate. It had been seeking her attention for some time now, but she felt she needed to be seated and mentally prepared before playing it. She placed the slate carefully on the seat beside her to clasp her mug in both hands, take a sip, and contemplate the celestial vista unfolding beyond the wide viewing window. It was dominated by the vast gas giant Saturn, its rings bisecting the blackness of space like some great heavenly horizon. Above the central plain, a small moon sparkled with an icy brilliance as great plumes of gas erupted from its southern pole. Enceladus had been the object of their studies for the past few months, and in another 3 days they would be landing on it. In the meantime, there was much to prepare for the mission. Commander Scott McNabb and First Engineer Cyrus Sonato were already down in the hangar, fitting out one of the ship's recently acquired shuttles with all the necessary equipment needed for a landing on Enceladus. Several of the scientists who had accompanied them from Europa were also making preparations, checking equipment, finalizing experiments, assigning tasks. They would be landing at the location of a long-established scientific base, not far from the giant geysers spewing so much water from the moon's interior ocean that it formed one of the bands of Saturn's rings. It would be a tricky descent, and would take all her skill and concentration to ensure a safe landing. But these thoughts were pushed to the back of her mind by the blinking message alert, which evaded all her attempts to ignore it. She sighed, placed her coffee on a low table in front of her, and picked up the slate. She glanced at the message identification. It was an encrypted tight-beam Comcast from Earth, around 2 hours old, and it was flagged personal, for her eyes only. Under normal circumstances, this would be a source of joy for Miranda, a message from an old friend, or a chance to catch up on some gossip.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?